What's going on, everybody? Thank you guys so much for watching the show. Wanted to talk to you about our friends over at Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching sports. This app is really easy to use. You just pick more or less on a few player stats, and you could win up to 1,000 times your cash on a single lineup. Best of all, Prize Picks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for playing. Use the promo code PFF and download the app now.
But this is a home run pick.
Okay.
What is this draft pick?
No. This is a home run pick.
This on the football field is, oh boy. I mean,
What is this draft pick?
It's awesome is what it is.
It is. It's a fantastic pick.
Okay, go ahead.
We're having special teamers getting drafted right now, and you're getting a potential franchise quarterback here in the 5th round.
The Browns traded up for this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see where exactly, but I'm sure it didn't cost them much. This changes everything.
This is so silly to me. Like, specifically for Cleveland. Obviously, you got Shedeur's QB2 in the classroom. He's ranked 45th overall. They picked Dylan Gabriel over him. I don't know. I don't know what this draft pick is. It's very strange to me.
At this point,
At this point, it's the 4th round, and it's players that probably aren't going to make the NFL anyways. So you could say, hey, just take the flyer on it. He plays quarterback. He's good. He's too good to be here. I understand all that. I just don't understand how we got here.
What a wild quarterback.
So, so there are so many we're going to spend a minute on this. Should we start with just Shedeur as a player first?
Yeah.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Legitimately, the most accurate quarterback in this class. Like, the mechanics are clean. Yes, he doesn't have the elite traits, but you look at that 1.3% turnover-worthy play rate over the last 2 years. That broke Jaden Daniels' mark for the best turnover-worthy play rate in Power 4 history for us, going back to 2014, right? So he doesn't turn the ball over. He's accurate. There's not elite traits. He doesn't have the elite arm. He's got a very average arm, or some think even below that. He doesn't have big-time mobility. Yeah, he takes too many sacks. Where I would have been worried about the Browns taking Shedeur earlier is their offensive line is not good, and they need to really figure it out in pass protection, right? And if we're talking about him as a player, that's not great because he didn't have great pass protection at Colorado, and yes, he took too many sacks. He tried to make too much. Now the lightning rod part of it. Everything we've had with Shedeur for the last 2.5 days. I had just said before, I don't know that he can go to a situation for a team that is looking for a starting quarterback. We talked about the Cowboys. Yeah, they have Dak. The Eagles, they have Jalen Hurts. Whatever else, okay? Even if it was the Raiders, they have Geno Smith, the starting Geno Smith, no question. We've got a room with Kenny Pickett, Joe Flacco, Dylan Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders.
Deshaun Watson's still there, too. I know he's coming off the injury, but he's still there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this quarterback room is wild.
It's wild. Watson can exist, but he won't exist on the field. He's torn his Achilles twice in the last 5 months or whatever it is. This is a lightning rod now because there's actually a chance that Shedeur Sanders could start week 1.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong. Just became what this just became now for a player that at one point was considered by this team 2nd overall, right? This now became, I thought the Colts quarterback thing would be the most fun thing to watch in the preseason. The Browns are now the story of the preseason, of everything leading up to week 1 now because of this. Could you imagine what if they picked Dylan Gabriel to start? We have so many possibilities. What a weird quarterback room. But on the value, you're right. And
he was way too good. It was a ridiculous conversation. He was always going to get drafted. He was way too good to not get drafted.
He could have absolutely gone undrafted. I wonder if this is an owner pick. I wonder if this is the Haslam stepping in and making the owner pick. Because you picked Dylan Gabriel 50 spots higher.
But at the end of the day, too, it's a 5th round pick now. Okay?
I know, but quarterbacks don't operate on the same plane. This is complete speculation. I don't have any sources. I'm not saying anything. But it's so weird to me that you would, 1, wait on quarterback, 2, take Dylan Gabriel in the 3rd, 3, wait 50 more picks, because they picked Dylan Sampson in between Dylan Gabriel, right? If you really wanted to hit quarterback, you probably would have hit it again. It's just it sets up one of the strangest drafts I've ever seen.
I love it.
You traded out of number 2 to not pick Travis Hunter. You didn't take a quarterback until Dylan Gabriel in the 3rd. You've taken 2 running backs before you took your 2nd quarterback in Shedeur Sanders in the 5th round. This is one of the strangest drafts that I can
This
remember.
is going to be the best quarterback competition.
They need hard knocks.
Ever
We need
watched.
hard knocks in Cleveland. That's what we need this offseason.
Do they take this pick just to get hard knocks? No, usually the coaches hate
I'm
getting
just
hard
saying,
knocks.
this is
Wow,
this is a phenomenal pick because you're just taking flyers right now. This guy, we all think this guy could be a franchise quarterback for a team. You're taking a potential franchise quarterback in the 5th round.
I didn't say that.
Cleveland, I did. Cleveland,
You did, I didn't.
I'm in on
Absolutely.
Cleveland Browns preseason games are about to be the highest rated preseason games ever.
Well, of course.
This is
Yeah.
awesome.
They're building a new stadium, aren't they? So maybe they. I mean,
Those
maybe
tickets,
they need
jersey
funds.
sales?
The house
Maybe
that
they need
Shedeur
the
built?
funds.
I said it.
I'm just saying this is a phenomenal
Oh.
pick.
This is just one of the craziest drafts that I've ever seen. This draft makes. I don't want to say no sense because it's football players that I think are going to be difference makers for
But
them.
now look at the talent of what they got. Okay, so they got a first rounder next year. You want to get rid of both Gabriel and Sanders if nothing happens. Okay,
Yep.
get whatever next year. But Mason Graham, best D tackle in the draft. Carson Schwessinger, a lot of people think LB2. Two really darn good running backs in Judkins and Sampson, right? Harold Fannin probably went a little early, but if Stefanski likes him, cool. And the two quarterbacks, look, I don't know. At this point, ranking the quarterbacks in this class beyond Cam Ward, it's a useless exercise. Because I've got Shedeur 1. Most people have him 2 or 3. Some people in the NFL don't even want him to exist in the NFL. You're right. You win this one. I hate to admit it because I hate admitting you win things. But the value.
This value is too good.
And it's this room. I don't even Kenny. I'm not counting Watson. It's that shot. His career is about over.
No, the owners basically said as much.
And
that
they
swung
don't.
and
And they're not going to want Flacco to start. We're just going to have an.
Shedeur could absolutely
We're
start.
going to
week
have
one.
the most open competition at quarterback we've ever seen for an NFL team.
Yeah. Wow.
Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders. He's going to
And
come.
we're arguing if he could be a week 1 starter in the 5th round now. This is incredible value for Cleveland.
Well,
Incredible value.
Without seeing them on an NFL field, you know me. Shedeur's best quarterback in that room.
you think? I know. I know that you guys think so.
I think so.
I can see where you're coming from with the value. This is just that's it.
I understand.
This is how we got here
it's
with the Cleveland
actually,
Browns. is an
especially how we
insane
got
draft
here with
process.
the Browns. This for the biggest lightning rod we've seen in a long time in the draft, in any draft. This is the most lightning rod spot he could have gotten to.
In a very weird way, and I didn't love them trading away the rights to Travis
See,
Hunter.
now I feel like they should have taken Travis Hunter.
No, the pressure to start Shedeur would have been way more if it took Travis Hunter, though.
Yeah.
So in a weird way, it's almost like better they don't have both Hunter and Shedeur because then all of a sudden you have the full.
We'll just take LeJontay Wester in the next round. We're good.
Yeah, let's just take him and Jimmy
I
Ward
just,
Jr.
I just think if you draft Travis Hunter,
Shepard.
Buy into all
if
of
you
it.
draft Travis Hunter as your cornerstone player and then you take Shedeur Sanders, like Hunter is going to be going to your coach's locker room being like, "Hey, let's get my quarterback out there." So I think in a weird way, it's almost better that they're not together in Cleveland because then it'll be even more of a of chaos.
This hit a level of silly. Even if he was going to get drafted, I didn't think it would hit this level of silly. This is awesome. Sorry, Tyler. This is fantastic.
He's apologizing to our producer.
This is the new, and it's lightning rod, but this is the new. This is maybe the biggest story of when we get to training camp and preseason.
No, obviously it's going to
This
be
is
the biggest
it
story.
right
This
here.
dominated the headlines the entire, draft process, and especially over the last 2 days.
Boy,
Pump it up the team top 100 big boards. He's 4th overall on the Browns. Team top 100 big board.
So we
actually, I'm curious. Where was Dylan Gabriel on that?
Where did I have Dylan Gabriel for?
might not be the top 100.
Did they get 2 of their top 70 players? What did they get?
No, I had him off of the top 100 for them.